is and the World Wide Web. We are hanging with the authors at IBF 2015 in Orlando, Florida. And we were just talking to Sharon and JD about how they met and how they work together. And JD and I asked, what you look for in an author or what you look for in a project that you're going to do as an audiobook. And you kind of talked a little bit about that process.
Yeah, it's very important because you don't always get the opportunity to know the author. Okay, personally, I've narrated a lot of books that went through an agent or a production company, and I didn't get to know the authors. So I really didn't know the heart and the soul of their writing. So there's a lot left to chance when you narrate that way, okay, and guesswork. So what I wanted more than anything was to meet someone like Sharon, who I can have a personal relationship with, get to know her heart, the way she thinks, the way she writes, have a clearer understanding of that, and to have a line of communication that wouldn't hinder us from discussing anything. Because it's my job as an actor and storyteller to breathe life into the story, to make it real, bring those characters to life. And I even feel as the storyteller, I'm the character in the book, the third person character that's looking in, and I'm looking in at some very personal stuff in her life, and I want to be comfortable with that, and I want to know her life experiences that help bring her to this particular story and why she wrote this story, and that's very helpful to an actor to be close like an actor and a director. The closer they are, the better the movies make. Yeah, absolutely. And she basically hands me her novel, which I consider a screenplay for a feature film. And we break it down that way, break it down character by character, and we get the cadence right, tone, feel. I know those characters by heart as we start each project, and it's just fascinating and wonderful for an actor to do.
It really is. Really quick.
And I actually have to say that I write for his voice.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So I hear him talking when I'm writing after 16 books.
That's great.
He's in my head forever.
Now,
Don't ever think.
You've been acting and doing voiceover for a long time, and you've worked for about 2 agencies.
Yeah.
Like that. We talked to a lot of authors this weekend about the phenomenon that is the indie book and the indie publishing industry. The opportunities that ACX has provided, and that Amazon provided, create spaces, direct to digital, so many companies that are doing this now through print on demand, and of course, radio and audiobooks and things like that. In that turnover, since you've been doing this for a very long time, the opportunity to meet an author like Sharon, that's been obviously a different process than ever before. It's been a good process. Is it really better or better, not the same?
Yeah, it's much better. And through social media, you have the opportunity to at least virtually get to know someone first, and then you decide if there's the connection there, then you can actually start talking on the phone or text, But no, it's a wonderful process, and I didn't start out to be a narrator. Okay, I started in radio when I was 18 years old, and voiceover commercials, but my career went in a much different direction. I was a recording artist in Nashville for 8 years. Got a contract to be an on-camera spokesperson for Chevrolet for 5 years, and in the process of that, it's like they wanted me to do voiceovers as well as appear on camera. So I started getting the equipment for that, and and one morning I woke up and I thought, I really have the tools and the skill set to be a narrator. That's what I want to start doing. And so just put that out in the universe, and then it starts coming back to you. And after about 4 years of narrating various authors, Sharon and I were drawn into each other.
In 1953, private investigator Will Lucky Marks was working as the in-house private eye for Arcane Pacific Pictures when famed director Alistair Walters was brutally stabbed to death on the scene of his last blockbuster. Lucky must sort through stereotypes and challenge common perceptions as well as his own prejudices in order to sort through gossip, innuendo, and intrigue to find the killer before time runs out. This murder mystery will pit Lucky against some of the most deceitful creatures on Earth, movie stars. Get Lot 28 today.
That's it.
That's it, right? Okay, that's what I've been looking for.
And, you know, it's different, when we talk about narration, we actually refer to the storyteller, because he performs my book.
I like the way you did that. I love that you're not narrator. A narrator is a reader.
Exactly.
And you know, you're a storyteller because you're breathing life into the story.
Well, it makes it so much more interesting for the listener. If I can't bring more to the story than you would hear in your own head when you're reading the book, then I haven't done my job.
Actually, that brings me to an interesting question. It's a new technology. I'm learning about it. I just did my first book up on this website, and it's a new sort of growing phenomenon called book track. Nobody heard of this yet? Book track actually allows you to put a soundtrack over your book.
Oh,
The entire thing. It paces the reading pace. Like say you tell it 85 words a minute, say, or whatever, okay? And then once it paces it, you choose from a library of public domain sound effects, and songs, and music, and whatever. I was going through ACX. I've done mine on audiobook now, and very much like you said when you first started, you're picking a stranger, and you're hoping for the best, and it's been okay. I mean, I'm not unhappy at all. But one of the things that I looked at doing was saying I did this book track, and to me, as I was reading, it was an amazing thing. It brought me to life. And then I thought, you know what I'd really like to do is a second edition of my audiobook, where I combine my book track with my storytelling. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering, you know, is that something you think is sort of an evolving thing? Audiobooks have become a major part of the literary industry. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm clear now. Now, book track is going to add music and sound effects?
Well, it's great. At present, the author does that.
The author does
we go in and we say, oh, I want the music in the background and sound effects, if there are any, opening door, playing keys, whatever. You can put them in just for highlights. Maybe it's the end of a chapter and somebody slams the door, so you just throw that in there to finish the chapter. But what I'd like to see, kind of to take it another step further, was say, look, there's an audiobook industry, and there's a book. I'd love to see us be able to bring that together to make my story a little more three-dimensional.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And it's again, at that midpoint. Audiobooks have become a major industry staple now. And the book track phenomenon, I read about it about a year ago in a magazine, and I looked them up online, and I did, my books are little short novellas, so they're 200 pages. They're really easy for me to get through and do that. And I did one, and
that would work best
for a shorter thing, yeah. Because I think it's about a 3-hour read with the narrator, and that's how I pace the book. So it's about 3 hours, about 20 hours to actually load up all the sounds. But I thought, gee, it's a really interesting thing, and you know, major industries have difficulty with change. So the publishing